Well, hey, hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to the My Beautiful Chaos. And of course, this is Thanksgiving edition, babies. So, I did a poll on my YouTube page, my community page, and I asked what you guys wanted to see, and you guys decided that you wanted to see some shortcut Thanksgiving meals and hacks. And that's what we're gonna do, because I am the queen of trying to make shortcut meals because nobody wants to spend 25,000 hours cooking, especially on Thanksgiving. You want to spend some time with your family, all the things, right? So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to take some meals and recipes that would take quite a bit of cooking time and prep. We're going to simplify them, but we are also going to make them taste just as if they were made from scratch and homemade. That's the goal. That's the goal. All these shortcut recipes, we are also going to make sure that they taste like they are homemade babies and made from scratch. And before we get started, I'm just going to show you kind of like what my mindset is when I'm looking for these shortcut type things. Your best friend is going to be boxed things. So boxed stuffing, boxed mac and cheese, all the stuff. Frozen vegetables. BFS, because that's going to cut down on prep time, cook time, all of it. These get a bad rap, the instant mashed potatoes. We're going to do the thing, and we're going to learn how to make some of these really lengthy, time-consuming recipes a lot quicker. Are we ready? Let's go. We're going to get started with my personal favorite, stuffing, dressing, whatever you want to call it. There is a debate. Is it stuffing or is it dressing? I know like what you stuff inside of the turkey would be considered stuffing, and what you dress around it, dress it up, make it pretty, is dressing. It's the same thing. It's the same ingredient. I've always called it stuffing. Jake calls it dressing. But it's literally the same thing. So call it what you want to. I call it stuffing. So that's what I'm going to call it throughout this whole video. Are we ready to get started? Let's go. I've got my skillet that's heating up in the spirit of saving time. We are also going to start our stuffing out. That's what we're making first. And something that we can cook on the stovetop and then throw in the oven. That's going to reduce dishes. So start out with something that can do both. Butter in the skillet. Just about every stuffing recipe either has onions or celery or mirepoix. So I found a frozen mirepoix mix that is going to shave down on chopping time, prep time, and cook time. We are probably just going to do about half of the bag because I'm not making quite as large of a recipe as I would for Thanksgiving. So we're just going to do about half of the bag. And we're just going to want to cook these up until they have some nice color on them. And that way everything can get to know each other in the pot. Also, quick hack for getting your veggies to defrost quicker. Throw a little bit of water in here, pop a lid on. It'll happen quicker. You can do that with frozen meat, like sausage, stuff like that as well. So we're just going to let these cook down just a little bit, and I'll bring you back. We are starting to cook down a little bit. Everything is nice and translucent and tender. We're going to let it go just a few more minutes just to let any of that like super duper excess moisture kind of evaporate. Some is okay. We don't want a lot. Okay, here we go. Veggies are done. We have 2 packages of cornbread stuffing mix. Now, one of the good things about this is that it's already seasoned. We're just going to pour this in here. Of course, reduce your heat. We are doing 2 packs. We want to go ahead and stir this around. That residual heat is going to toast it just a little bit. Just get your mirepoix mixed in real nice and even. Be warned, guys, it is very easy to oversalt and overseason your stuffing. So you want to keep things less. Less is more, let's say that. So my chicken broth, I've just made it from, of course, this is a staple. You need this in your kitchen. My Knorr chicken bouillon. And we are just going to pour broth over. I'm going to start out with a cup. And we're going to stir. You do not want your stuffing to be dry. And we're going to do some more broth. I've got about 2 cups total in here. We're just going to give it a good stir. Stirring really well is also really important. That way everything is evenly laid out and that moisture absorbs evenly and you don't get a pocket of dry stuffing. Do you see how fluffy this is? Now, if you had just made this normally, like stovetop directions, it's gonna turn to mush. Because with stovetop directions, you just add water and you either microwave it or boil it. And it's gonna be super duper mushy. We want our stuffing to be light and fluffy, just like this. Okay. The one thing that I'm gonna do to make it taste a little bit more homemade, we are adding in a touch of poultry seasoning. Not too much. Maybe, gosh, I don't even know if it's 1/4 of a teaspoon. Mix that in. You don't want to pack it down. A lot of people want to pack it down. That's going to turn it into mush. Be gentle and just kind of spread it out. We are going to throw this in the oven at 375 for about 25 minutes. And it's going to taste like fresh homemade cornbread dressing. And it's going to be delicious. I am the queen of forgetting to hit record lately. I don't know what's wrong with me. But we are making probably your kids' favorite Thanksgiving dish. We are going to make some baked macaroni and cheese. And we're going to make it taste homemade. And it's going to be delicious. What I've done, I have poured just my box mac and cheese into a bowl. And I have covered it with a carton of half and half. That half and half is what it's going to give that homemade flavor to it. And we are going to microwave these on high for about 6 minutes until those noodles are al dente. Now, I might get some flack for this, but boiling water on your stovetop is going to take about 15 minutes. And then you have to boil your noodles about 7 to 8 minutes. After that, it takes a little bit longer. So we're going to cut that time in half, baby. And we're going to throw this in the microwave. Out of the microwave, this is what we want. Everything's done. That half and half is still in there and it's super creamy. Most of the liquid has evaporated, so it's not a runny mac and cheese. She's going to be a thick gal. We are going to put about 2 tablespoons of butter in there. We are going to take our cheese sauce, dump it on in. Toss a little bit of black pepper in there and give it a stir. Thick and creamy, but we are not done. We are going to dump all of that creamy mac and cheese right in here. Now, I would top it with some shredded cheddar cheese, but sometimes my kids don't like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a sleeve of crackers right here, and I'm going to crush them. Because we're going to make a good, yummy topping for our mac and cheese. He said, ooh.
What's this? Is that butter?
Yes, we got some melted butter. And we are going to take our crackers. I've got about half of a stick in here. And we are just going to dump our crushed crackers in. And we're going to just stir it around really quick so it gets coated in that butter.
Yeah.
Right, Kenny. Take your mac and cheese. spread that cracker crust all on top. And it's going to go in the oven with our stuffing for about 15 minutes and it's done. Next up on the list for shortcuts, we are doing some sweet potatoes with a pecan streusel on top. Not to brag or anything, but if there's anything that I am known for is my sweet potato casserole around the holidays. Everybody has me make it, but I do a lengthy recipe and it takes about an hour to get done. This is not that, but it's going to be just as good. We're going to drain most of the liquid out because we want to keep some of it. And a couple of tablespoons of butter right in there. And we're going to take some brown sugar, just a few tablespoons, and plop right in there too. And then we're just going to mash. These are already cooked. They're already sweet. They are perfect for making sweet potato casserole or anything of the like. Instead of peeling and dicing and cutting all kinds of stuff, sweet potatoes. But we're gonna make it to taste homemade.
Is that eggs?
No, no eggs.
But what's that?
That's butter for our streusel.
What's streusel?
You'll see.
Okay.
I promise.
That looks good. What's
It
that?
does.
Sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes. Mix that butter in so when it cooks, it's going to just be ooey gooey all throughout.
Hey.
Kenny thought that was funny.
Yes, it was.
Spread it over your casserole dish. Probably could have used a smaller one, but it'll be fine. You're going to scooch this over because we've got to make our streusel topping. I've got about a half of a stick of melted butter. We're taking just a couple of tablespoons, maybe 3 of all-purpose flour. Probably at least a half of a cup of brown sugar, guys. It takes a lot of brown sugar to make the streusel top. And I'm just eyeballing my measurements. So that would be about a half a cup packed. And then we're going to do some pecans. Pour them babies on in. We're just going to stir and make sure all the pecans are coated. This is what you want that streusel topping to look like. We're going to bring this back over and just distribute that topping. Spread it out. And then we're going to throw this into the oven. 375 for about 25 to 30 minutes. This, like I said, I make this every year, multiple times a year for the holidays. And it takes right at an hour to an hour and 15 minutes to make. And we cut that time in half, baby. Let's throw it in. And last, this is going to be the quickest, easiest thing you've ever done in your life. I saved it for last. We are going to make instant mashed potatoes taste homemade. Like you cooked them for forever. Like you smashed them yourself. All of the things. Pour your pack into a bowl. We're not even doing stovetop because you can make these taste homemade in the microwave. You are going to get you a can of evaporated milk. So most of the time if you're doing or working with evaporated milk, to make it actually milk, you're going to do a 1-to-1 ratio of water and evaporated milk. We're wanting these potatoes to be super creamy and taste homemade. So I've got 1/4 of a cup of milk. And then we are going to fill up 2 cups the rest of the way with evaporated milk. Don't think I'm crazy. Well, you might, but it's going to work. Pour that right on in. Tablespoon of butter. Stir it up. And this is Baby Reds from the Idahoan brand. It's got like actual little red potato skins in it. And we're going to pop these in the microwave for about 4 minutes. Okay, look at our stuffing. It's all done. I'm going to show you guys. I want you to see, look how fluffy and look how moist. The top is a little crisp, but seriously, so moist, fluffy. It's not like a congealed thing like sometimes. And like, it's so fluffy and moist. Mashed potatoes are done. Look how thick and creamy. Perfect mashed potato. So good. So good. Mac and cheese looks so good. Look at that crust with those Ritz crackers. It's going to be so creamy and delicious. We got one more thing to go. And last but not least, our sweet potatoes. They look so good. Look at that crust. It's so bubbly. It is so good. And my sweet friends, if we're really doing a shortcut Thanksgiving sides, we're eating on paper plates. And we're going to heat up some canned chicken gravy. It can't get more shortcut, easy Thanksgiving than that. We're going to heat this up because this is delicious and it's just over $1. And it'll be ready in literally a minute. All right, girls. See if you like my shortcut, but make it taste homemade Thanksgiving sides.
I like the mac and cheese.
Kitty loves the mac and cheese. How's the stuffing, Riley? Is it good? Does it taste homemade, girls?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, Kitty, you want to try the taters? Or the stuffing? Okay.
The potatoes are really good. The mac and cheese is really good. I like it.
Sweet potatoes good? Okay. So, these took about a 4 to half the time as a normal side like this for Thanksgiving would. But I tried to make sure it tasted like they were made from scratch or homemade. Do you think I did it?
Yes.
What's your favorite?
Mine is the mac and cheese.
Kenny says mac and cheese, of course. Riley said stuffing. Okay. We got to get more taste testers in here. Okay, here's my plate. Well, of course, we're trying the stuffing first. If you don't know, stuffing is my favorite Thanksgiving ever. Like, if I just had stuffing, I would be happy. That tastes just like made from scratch, homemade cornbread stuffing. Seriously. Oh my gosh. Why haven't I tried it this way before? That's so easy. Try that, guys. It tastes just like my homemade taters. Thick, creamy, delicious. Mac and cheese. Tastes like the homemade baked mac and cheese. It's really good. This sweet potato casserole is molten hot lava. That is so good. Is it as good as my homemade that I make from scratch, the sweet potato casserole? Probably not that good, but it's right under. Like, my homemade is right here, and this is the shortcut one. It's a really, really good dupe for what I usually make. It's really good. These are also delicious. Okay, guys, there you have it. My other taste testers don't feel good, so it's just me and the two gals in this video. But I'm gonna tell you, these were so good. I'm so proud of these because they honestly do taste like they are scratch made, homemade, and like you put your whole day into it. And we put literally a quarter or a half of the time that it would take these recipes normally. I will call all of this a win. One of the plus sides too of shortcut meals is that it usually reduces cost because you have all the ingredients like the cornbread stuffing or the mac and cheese. You only have to buy very minimal ingredients to go with it, so it reduces cost too, and that's always a win because we got to get them holiday grocery bills down. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some ideas. I hope it helps reduce that grocery bill for real, and I hope it saves you time in the kitchen so you can spend more time with your family this Thanksgiving and this Christmas, because use these for that too. That's it for this video. I will see you in the next one. Like, subscribe, comment, do all the fun things. Embrace the chaos. It's all gonna be fine. I love you guys. I love you guys. We'll see you next time. Bye. High five, Kenny.